Have you ever caught yourself feeling nervous about something that hasn't even happened yet? Your heart speeds up a little, your stomach tightens, and for a moment, your body reacts as if the event is already unfolding right in front of you. Maybe it was a difficult conversation you were dreading, or a meeting where you had to ask for something important. The moment itself hadn't arrived, but somehow your body was already living it. Have you ever wondered why that happens? Most people don't realize that this same mechanism, the one that makes us tense before something bad, can be used just as easily to prepare us for something good. Your mind doesn't fully separate a vividly imagined moment from a real one. Think about it. When you replay an argument in your head, your pulse rises just like it did during the real thing. When you picture a warm hug from someone you love, something in your chest softens, even though no one is actually there. This is the space where today's practice lives. There's a quiet idea, often overlooked, called daily emotional rehearsal. It's simple, and maybe that's why so many people walk right past it. The idea is this: before certain moments happen in real life, you rehearse them emotionally, not just mentally. Not by making a checklist of what to say or do, but by feeling, in advance, the emotional tone you want to carry into that moment. Confidence before a hard talk, calm before a stressful commute, warmth before a family dinner that usually feels tense. You are not scripting the words, you are tuning the feeling. Maybe you've noticed how some people seem to walk into rooms already steady, already sure of themselves, while others walk in already braced for disaster. What if the difference isn't the room at all, but what each person rehearsed on the way there? Some people report that when they take even a few minutes to imagine themselves handling a moment with ease, that ease seems to show up more naturally when the real moment arrives. Nobody can promise you it will happen exactly that way every time, but many describe feeling steadier, calmer, and more present after doing this, almost as if their nervous system had already walked the path once before. Here's something interesting. Our subconscious doesn't seem to organize experience the way our conscious mind does. It doesn't keep a strict folder labeled real and another labeled imagined. It responds to repetition and to emotional intensity and to attention. So when you close your eyes and spend even a short moment feeling calm before a hard conversation, feeling capable before a challenge, feeling grateful before a new opportunity, you are, in a very real sense, giving your nervous system a rehearsal. Not a fantasy detached from your day, but a kind of emotional dress rehearsal for the life you're about to step into. This connects to something we don't talk about enough, which is how much of our day is shaped by momentum rather than decision. You don't consciously choose most of your reactions. They happen fast, almost automatically, built from patterns you've repeated so many times they now feel like personality traits. But patterns can shift, slowly, gently, through repetition, through small moments of attention placed in the right direction. This is what daily emotional rehearsal quietly builds, one small rehearsal at a time. Imagine waking up tomorrow morning and, before even checking your phone, taking 2 or 3 quiet minutes to picture your day going well. Not perfectly, not dramatically, just well. You imagine yourself speaking calmly in that one meeting you've been slightly anxious about. You imagine yourself feeling a small sense of ease as you handle a task that usually frustrates you. You're not pretending problems don't exist. You're simply choosing, in advance, how you'd like to meet them. Some people describe this practice as planting a seed early in the day, one that quietly influences how they respond to things later, even without thinking about it consciously. Others say it helps them feel less reactive, a little more like they're moving through their day instead of being pulled by it. Of course, results can vary from person to person, and this isn't a guarantee of any particular outcome. But it may help you build a steadier internal starting point, one small rehearsal at a time. There's another reason this works the way it does. Emotions are contagious, even within your own mind. When you rehearse calm, you often notice other calm thoughts following along behind it. When you rehearse confidence, small confident choices tend to appear more easily throughout the day, like a door that's already been left slightly open. This is not magic. It may simply be attention, repeated with intention, shaping the direction your mind tends to lean. Few people notice this, but the moments we rehearse don't have to be big. In fact, the small ones might matter more, because they happen constantly. The tone of voice you use with a family member, the patience you offer a stranger, the way you breathe before opening your laptop in the morning. These aren't dramatic life events, but they are the fabric of most days, and rehearsing them, even briefly, may shape how those days actually feel. So here is where today's practice comes in, and it's small enough to do in just a few minutes tonight. Before you go to sleep, think of one moment you expect to happen tomorrow, something ordinary like a conversation, a task, or even just how you want to feel when you wake up. Close your eyes for 2 or 3 minutes and picture that moment unfolding the way you'd like it to feel. Not the exact words, not a script, just the feeling. Calm, warmth, confidence, ease, whatever fits that moment best. Let yourself sit with that feeling gently, without forcing it, almost like trying on a favorite piece of clothing before you actually wear it out into the world. You don't need to write anything down. You don't need to explain it to anyone. This is quiet work, done in a few private minutes, and its effects tend to show up sideways, in small shifts you might only notice days later. Maybe you'll respond a little more calmly than usual to something that used to bother you. Maybe you'll feel a touch more grounded walking into a room that used to make you nervous. Little by little, these small rehearsals may begin to change the tone of your days, not all at once, but the way water slowly shapes stone. This is also why this series keeps returning, day after day, to small daily actions instead of big dramatic ones. One rehearsal alone won't transform your life, but most people don't realize that the ones who do see real change over time usually aren't doing anything extraordinary. They're simply doing something small and consistent, again and again, long after the excitement of starting has worn off. That's often the real difference between people who feel stuck and people who feel like they're slowly moving forward. Tonight, when you do this practice, notice how it feels in your body as you imagine that calm or confident version of tomorrow. There's no right or wrong way to feel it. Just notice. That noticing is part of the practice too, because awareness itself, over time, tends to open the door to change. If this idea resonated with you, take a moment to subscribe to the channel, because tomorrow we'll build on today's practice with another small step in this same direction. Leave a comment below and tell me which moment you chose to rehearse tonight. I read every one. You'll also find a short recap of today's practice in the description and in the pinned comment, in case you want to come back to it later. And if you can, come back tomorrow to continue this with us. Daily practices like this one tend to matter more through repetition than through any single moment alone, so the version of you who keeps showing up day after day is usually the one who notices the difference first.